The question, how can the principles of parallelism in computing be applied to increasing personal productivity? Parallel computing already has many parallels in personal productivity. In my experience, parallel computing concepts are intuitively understood when analogies are made to human work practices. For example, multitasking is similar to multi-threading, a parallel computing technique where multiple instruction streams make progress at the same time, usually on a single processor. Another example is delegation. This is similar to multi-core computing and hardware acceleration, where work is divided and scheduled on different cores or dedicated hardware accelerators for faster execution. Productivity-enhancing tools and techniques that rely on collaboration, example, email, can typically be boiled down to the actor model. In the actor model, several actors operate concurrently on private data and communicate only via messages. Caches and cache coherence, core concepts in parallel computing, are found everywhere in the productivity world if one starts looking. Whenever one makes a copy of something, a cache is created. When copies become different, someone must go through the trouble of making all copies the same again. This is cache coherence. A good example of caches and coherence in the productivity world is Amdahl's law says don't invest too many processors if the computing problem is not inherently parallel. Gustafson-Bars's law says invest more processors if the computing problem increases in size. These two laws can be applied while deciding on team sizes for executing work contracts in a company. Speculation is another example. Whenever we get stuck solving a problem, a good idea is to speculate results and use them as a base to move on. Advanced microprocessors do the same. They speculate results of long latency operations and move on. If speculations turn out wrong, they roll back and restart. I strongly recommend that you read about parallel computing concepts on Wikipedia and ask yourself how they can be applied to your work life. I am confident you will easily find application areas. If you want to get inspired about this type of application, read Algorithms to Live By, a book by Christian and Griffiths. Amazon.com, Algorithms to Live By, The Computer Science of Human Decisions, 9,781,627,790,369, Brian Christian, Tom Griffiths, Books.